Okay, loves, welcome back to ExoticTeaBlog. I am back with another video. Before we get into this one, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so every single time I post, you would be notified. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button, and I love you. With 10 subscribers, y'all should keep doing it for me. I also love you guys too, and I really do appreciate you guys' daily support. Let's keep it going. On this video, we have got a lot to discuss, okay? And it's just crazy, okay? Now, DJ Academics did drag Beyonce and Jay-Z and also technically exposed the tactics they would use to come back to the general public by donation and the rest. Also, with Beyonce's album, we will get into that. Not only that, Cardi B tries to endorse Jasmine Crockett and she got dragged by the general public. And this is only happening because her last endorsement of Kamala Harris flopped hard and she could barely read. So we will talk about that. Nicki Minaj trademarks her name on Nika, and TMZ is out here pushing a whole narrative that Nicki Minaj got sued for 10 million and her lawyer dropped her because of an argument, and it's allegedly Beyonce and Jay-Z. So we will get into all of. Make sure you smash the like button and let's just jump right into the video. Starting up with Jay-Z and Beyonce. So DJ Academics called them out and he said that they would do lots of fake publicity stunts to get back to the general public, because right now they have been getting dragged. And he said that they would definitely use Beyonce's album to come back to the general public. They would make some donations because that's what they always do. And I mean, he said a lot, but we will get into what he had to say about them trying to come back to the black community and the general public. And he also called out some woke medias. Let's get into.
I'm going to watch this cycle because this is going to be the cycle that shows how quickly they could get you to move on if they just throw some music in your face and throw like a big presentation. Man, fuck all them questions you asking. Let me perform Dead Presidents. I want to see if it happens again. This will be an amazing spectacle, and I want to see how. So, already it's happening. I'll let you know it's happening. You're going to hear some big announcements soon, y'all. Oh, hey. We're donating this, and there's going to be a donation too. I'm telling you this. We're donating this. We're doing this for charity. You got to make it the Trojan horse thing. You can't look a gift horse in its mouth. This is where the give back comes. Diddy gave nothing back for 30 years until he knew the feds was on him. Hey, take your masters back. This is how it works. The give back, the philanthropy, the humanity, the isn't he a good guy? Damn, he really fucks with us. Those moments are coming. It's going to be packaged with a celebration of the album, and it's going to be a complete media wash of everybody dick riding the album, telling stories about what they were doing in 96, if they were selling a fucking dime bag of weed, if they were fucking stealing out the record store, if they were fucking cheating on a bitch. We're going to hear it all and watch this PR run. Everybody, especially some of these media niggas who did not want to speak about or even, just have casual conversations about some of the things people are talking about when it comes to these people. They're going to be enamored with, oh my God, look at this guy. He's so powerful. Look, he used AI to recreate Reasonable Doubt. Look, there's a movie. There's this. Watch.
Okay, so you guys should let me know if you feel about that down below in the comments. Now, I definitely 100% agree with what DJ Academics had to say, and I'm pretty sure they would soon start doing that, okay? Because every time Jay-Z gets dragged, every time the Carters are in a mess, they would donate to Be Good or the Beyonce Foundation. They will try to do good things. She will try to post brand deals, album covers, magazine covers, and the rest. So I'm not necessarily shocked. I'm definitely expecting them to do stuff like that. Most especially the fact that they have been mentioned on the Epstein file and they have been getting dragged by their own black community. So I mean, I can definitely see them doing things like that. Even last week, some people was actually saying that Beyonce would low, she would fall down to posting her son, sir, so the people would have something else to talk. But I feel like most of the Nicki Minaj using butt situation and conversation that was ongoing for 2 3 days, I feel like they was behind that because they are trying to shift the narrative from their side. They are trying to shift the general public eyes from their side, but they would definitely do them donations and the rest. And the publications like the Breakfast Club, the Shade Room, TMZ, that was not saying nothing about them being mentioned on the Epstein file, but talked about everybody and everybody's business. They would definitely be amongst the publications that would push the whole new narrative that the Carters would be trying to rewrite and read. Okay, so I definitely do agree with academics. These are tactics we've seen before, and we should not let that slide in 2026. Okay, we should all stand the fuck up and unite and see the Carters for being evil and nasty and crusty, which they really are. But you guys should put your thoughts and your opinion down below about what these academics had to say. Now, moving on from that to the next story. So, Cardi B, who is a known illiterate female rapper who can barely read for shit and can barely write her raps, Wu formerly endorsed Kamala Harris, has now come on yet to endorse Jasmine Crockett. And now I feel like she's just doing everything to shade Nicki because she knows Nicki in the her whole MAGA Barbie era. She's trying to jump into that because I feel like she's only endorsing Jasmine Crockett because Jasmine Crockett had this Nicki Minaj 2 weeks ago. That's how I feel about it because she's the only celebrity endorsing her, by the way, so it's corny. But Cardi B chose to endorse Jasmine Crockett, and now she has been getting her ass whooped. Let's get into the videos.
Breaking news. Rapper Cardi B endorses Representative Jasmine Crockett. Literally, nobody cares. Talking about two of the dumbest individuals outside of AOC on this planet. You have Cardi B, who has absolutely no business whatsoever talking about politics, endorsing a terrible politician. Jasmine Crockett has done absolutely nothing for her district whatsoever. Cardi B couldn't help Kamala Harris get elected. She sure as hell is not going to be able to help someone like Jasmine Crockett get elected. But hey, I mean, these representatives seem to think that these celebrities are the way to people's hearts when it's not. So actually stand up for something, represent something, do something for your district, and maybe you'll get elected into positions of power. However, I don't see Jasmine Crockett getting elected. Just a friendly reminder. Vote red.
Y'all, early primary voting is happening right now in Texas, and we need Jasmine Crockett to win. She is running for U.S. Senate, and if you want somebody that's going to fight for your right, if you want somebody to fight for your community, if you want somebody that's going to go up there and represent you and represent your issues.
What the fuck did she just say? Did she speak English? I think she spoke English, right? By all means, let's listen to Hooked on Phonics her fucking self, Cardi B. What is that on her? What? Why can't these people just dress normal? Why the fuck do you look like Ruby from Fifth Element? People, this is the woman that can't read off a cell phone. She's illiterate. Imagine running for Senate and the only person out of everybody to endorse you is fucking Cardi B. You have got to be shit. You already lost, Jazz. Not learn from Kamala Harris' campaign. These people don't learn whatsoever. You all had Megan Stallion perform and twerk in front of people that are there. They hear what your policies are. And it was an epic failure. That's the problem with the Democratic Party. They keep doing the same shit over. Oh, it's gonna work this time. Oh, it's gonna work. Oh, it's gonna work this time. No, it's not gonna.
Okay, and there is a lot more I can actually insert, but like, I mean, I'm not really shocked by that. Okay, we know Cardi's an illiterate, and honestly, she needs to let the whole and doesn't thing go. Nobody cares about what no celebrity had to say. Okay, didn't you see how all them celebrities was out here wearing ice out at the scammies and nobody said shit for shit? Okay, they're only doing it for clout. Same thing with Cardi B. She's only doing it because Jasmine Crockett helped this Nicki. So I mean, let's sit the fuck down and stop being performative. Okay, stop being performative in 2026, Cardi B. The general public sees through you, and the fact that you can barely read, you should stop trying to endorse nobody. You are the cause of Kamala Harris losing that presidency. Even though I feel like she was never gonna win, but I still advocate for her. I was actually part a big supporter of her, but Cardi B, Glorilla, and Megan Thee Stallion, all three of them were the cusp, okay, of Kamala losing that. They was on there twerking their ass out, and Cardi was out here speaking broken Ebonics like that was crazy. But anyway, y'all, I feel like Cardi B needs to stay away from endorsement shit. She should stop endorsing nobody. She can't even endorse Stefan Diggs to stop cheating on her. She's not doing that. Okay, she cannot. Or she cannot endorse her coochie to have some management. So I don't know why she's trying to act all tough. But like I said, she's only endorsing Jasmine Crockett because Jasmine Crockett is friends with Kelly Rowland, and she also dissed Nicki Minaj 2 weeks ago. And guess who's obsessed with shading Nicki Minaj like lately? Kelly Rowland. So I see the plots. They need to sit the fuck down and stop being a performative, corny clown shit. Now, moving over from that, Nicki Minaj has officially trademarked her birth-given name Onika for branding purpose. Okay, so this was announced yesterday. This is a full gag. Okay, this is a full gag, which means that album title might be Onika. Okay, let's put two and two together because that was a speculation when we knew that the album was still coming on the 27th March. Everybody was like, oh, it's gonna be called Onika. If Nicki's branding this is a full gag. Okay, Nicki, she's a billionaire, so she's trying to be a multi. Oh my gosh, she knows what she's doing and she sees the vision, okay? And if Nicki continues to be on the right part, because y'all can say, oh, Nicki ain't on the right part so bad, so y'all gonna feel like, oh, she's not doing shit for shit, but she's honestly on the right part, okay? The part that defends her, the part that speaks for her, that's definitely working for her. So Nicki, play chess and not checkers. I'm definitely going to be gagged to see whatever she has to do with that branding. But you guys should put your 13 opinion down below in the comments. So TMZ is out here scrambling and running out of lies. They have now said exclusive Nicki Minaj is dropped by her lawyer, who is handling one of her cases due to a communication breakdown as she faces a 10 million lawsuits. Now, a lot of Beyonce fans and Nicki haters start to speculate that Jay-Z and Beyonce had sued Nicki Minaj for over 10 million, and that was why her lawyer had left the case because they was obviously going to win. Now, I don't know about that. I don't know about it. Y'all cannot just come on here and spin the blocks and push a whole narrative like it's a joke, okay? And I see TMZ for what they trying to do. They had no more lies to tell her. Nicki, they decided to put out that bull crap. Like, bitch, please, we've seen more than that, okay? We have seen more than that. I'm not really going to be shocked. And if they was really going to sue Nicki, are they going to sue Nicki Minaj for over 10 million, considering the fact that Nicki Minaj been exposing their whole business on the script, that which they can actually sue her for because they know she's not lying and they do not want their whole business to be out in the streets? Let's be for real, okay? I hate dumb conversations. I was going back and forth with somebody on Twitter about this, and I just realized that I was talking to a whole bot and a Cardi B fan, if possibly a Beyonce fan. All three of them be slow, so I just had to let it go. The queen of rap is still queening, and I mean the fact that this case, the fact that TMZ didn't add the actual case on this, and we know Nicki don't got no lawsuits worth family right now, it's crazy. So it's just an obvious lie, okay? But you guys should let me know how you feel about that down below in the comments. Now, there is this particular creator that made a video where she clocked the whole industry and clocked that Cardi B came in the game under Nicki Minaj, and they wants to do a destiny swapping with Nicki and Cardi B, and Nicki obviously hasn't let that happen because Nicki Minaj knows who she is and she's the equal and she's forever being protected by God. But she spoke on this situation and it has gotten thousands, okay, thousands of reposts, thousands of comments agreeing with that because Cardi B lives under Nicki Minaj's shadow. So let's be for real. So she was definitely not lying, and she also spoke on the whole Cardi B and JT situation. She feel like Cardi B got jealous of JT, and that was why she dishoused her right now. So I feel like Cardi B knows JT's a better bitch than her. But let's just get into this video. Make sure you smash the like button. I'll talk to you on the next video. And see you. Thanks for watching. Bye. Get into this.
I realized that Cardi's whole career is about destiny swapping with Nicki. I kind of became uninterested. Now, recently, back in October, I found out a lot of stuff that I did not know at one point. Now, at first, I'm thinking Nicki just trolling all the new artists and maybe is jealous. That's what I'm thinking at first. However, after I just, got in a rabbit hole, I don't know, I just became curious one day. Cause like her, Cardi, JT, and Bia, all of them was turning up on the internet. So I finally paid attention to what was going on. And based off all the details that I've learned, I realized her whole career is built off of Nicki Minaj. Like, every time you see her, it's always Nicki. And it's like, I feel bad for Nicki because it's like, for you to work hard for something and somebody just come into the industry and they utilize you to build a career, allegedly. That's what I believe, right? Everything I say in this video is all alleged, and that's based off my belief and assumption. Like, for an example, for all these years, people have told Cardi that it's the fans that's keeping this beef between her and Nicki going. She decided to feed into it. They knew that it was going to push a lot of money. And I don't know who trained her or coached her, but they knew that utilizing Nicki would build her career. Yeah. If you set aside Nicki Minaj, nobody would even pay Cardi any mind or know anything about Cardi. Her whole career is built off of Nicki. Not only that, okay, Partisan is writing the lyrics. Offset was doing the fashion and the directing. It's like her whole career is, I don't even understand. And if you're a real person, you will understand that destiny swapping is just a no-no. And I find it very odd that a lot of people are overlooking the fact that this is pretty much a potential destiny swap going wrong. That's what it is. For years, she had everybody thinking that Nicki was just crazy and out to get her and harassing her. But I'm seeing clips on the internet of her admitting that Nicki never said nothing about her child. So bitch, what all this beef is about? So now we know that you was just feeding into it because you wanted to get the hype off of that lady's name. And truth be told is, I don't know what's going on in the industry. I don't even give a damn. But it's like we real life almost watched somebody destiny swap with somebody else. Like, she had everybody thinking that Nicki was crazy and pretty much damn near tried to ruin that lady image, like she was miserable and just attacking you, but you've been throwing rocks at her and hiding your hand. And I have a theory, right, that the reason why she's under this new management or under J&B or whatever, right? I believe she's under there, and this is all alleged and assumption, just whatever. I think she's under there because she needs someone to put her, like, on a stage. It's like they're gonna try to use this moment as a, since they won't give you credit, we'll just take the credit, Like, because even though, like, people are like, oh, they ain't like that album, this, that, and the third, they're going to help her whip up something. And she's possibly, like, for an example, like with Meg. Yes, Meg had a trendy song, but when Meg got signed to Rock and Beyonce got on her song, she went into a whole nother level of, like, some famous shit or whatever you want to call it, right? I believe, allegedly is finna manipulate the fuck out of the poor black women. And when I say poor, I'm not talking about financial wise. I'm talking about mentality wise. They're gonna manipulate the hell out of them into feeling like, oh my God, see, look, Nicki is miserable. And look at how B and Kelly Rowland and all of these people, they love Cardi. You know what? Let me just shut up and go be submissive. I'm just glad I'm a person with a mind of my motherfucking own. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And being that she cannot compete with Nicki, they're gonna allegedly, I believe, pair her up with B. So that way it can feel like she's above Nicki or up here surpass everyone else. Because, oh my gosh, she got a feature with Beyonce. Oh my gosh, she's around B. But the reality is that don't matter. That really don't. And I honestly feel like another reason why she's pairing up with B is because she been getting her ass chewed up by JT. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all paid attention, but JT has been chewing Cardi ass up in them songs. That's why Cardi felt like she had to, try to come hard on her on Magnet. JT didn't even have to drop another diss track. JT dropped Sideways. She dissed her in Sideways. She dissed her in Okay. She dissed her in No Bars. And those three of her most trendy songs by herself, that was on the fucking Billboard Hot 100. So you gotta understand, Cardi knew she was getting her ass chewed up by JT, and being that this girl was like in the top 10 or the top 100, you know, Billboard, and she did all this shit by herself, Cardi felt outdone. She felt, you know, shitted on. Why? Because she felt like, damn, like, bitch, I'm bigger than this bitch. Mind you, when bitches beefing with you, they're gonna compare themselves to you a lot. When she felt like she was beefing with JT, she 9 times out of 10 was probably comparing herself to that girl. And I think the reason why she really felt like she had to come back, or she got to come back hard on Magnus, because, oh, and Ran Out too. Ran Out was also trending. Those are all the 4 songs. And funny thing is, I didn't even know JT was dissing her. I was just banging a song. But going back listening to it, JT was chewing her ass up. JT was chewing Cardi ass up in them songs. And that's why she felt like she had to respond the way she did. And she low-key felt like she lost the argument. And I honestly feel like when she was like, all that Rotten still ain't getting no feature ass bitch, I honestly think she believed Cardi, I mean, not Cardi, but she believed JT was around Solange and all of them because, or B family because, or her people or whatever, because she wanted a feature. And that's probably why Cardi said that. And basically her get back is going to be getting a feature with B. I'ma just, her get back is going to be getting a feature with B. Yeah, and it's going to like, oh my God, Cardi took over. Oh my God, Cardi is this, Cardi is that. And that's going to be the whole plot. That's if you know how the industry play, and if you like a mastermind, or if you are an intelligent person or a bitch with a high IQ, you will understand how the game would go or how things will be done. To get back at JT and to get up under that skin, it's like, okay, bitch. Because like I told y'all previously, like I broke down to y'all before, everything that JT has done, she went and did. I realized that. JT always been into the dark fashion aesthetic when she got around her boyfriend. All of a sudden, Cardi into the dark fashion aesthetic, that's not like her. When it comes to JT doing the lip designs for the fashion shows, Cardi doing the same thing all of a sudden. The people who JT be around, Cardi want to be around. Not only that, Young Jeezy been stopped rapping. JT's song was so trendy on the internet to the point Jeezy got on it. Young Jeezy, he came out of retirement and got on JT's song. Now she went and got Jeezy on her song. Why you want to go get Jeezy on your song? First of all, that's not even Young Jeezy flow. To me, all of that sound fishy. And it's like she's trying to compete with JT to I'm assuming like to prove a point in a way. It's like, yeah, bitch, I can do that too. I can do that too. I can do that too. That's why she want to shade JT about the fashion shows. Like, it's like she's trying to compete with her. And I can only imagine, like, remember when JT dropped that diss track back after she dropped Magnet? JT came out fast as fuck with her diss track. All of that shit, right? And I honestly feel like people was all in the comments saying this is what real rap look like. And the radio station, the Breakfast Club, all of them tried to make it seem like, oh, that's trash, it's mid. But the internet ruled in JT's favor. I can only imagine how Cardi felt after that. Because it's like, damn. For me to have a bigger platform than this bitch, and for people to really like her shit, this shit didn't go the way we expected. And I believe the reason why JT's songs took it off the charts is because allegedly her label, Cardi's label is like, no, bitch, we invested too much. She not finna surpass her on the charts. Because, yeah, we seen that shit hit #1. Yeah, it surpassed both of her diss tracks surpassed all of Cardi whole album, literally. And people admired JT music from that. Well, a little bit of it, right? More people who didn't hear about her, they became attracted to it. And they did not want that. And also, if you listen to Ran Out, in Ran Out, JT is chanting in the background, where your cash, ho? Where your man, ho? Show your ass, ho? JT is clowning Cardi. Now, the average person wouldn't hear that. I didn't even hear that the first time until I read a comment and somebody was talking about that. If you go back and listen to Ran Out by JT, JT is chewing Cardi ass up. And that explains as to why Cardi feel like she had to come out the way she did on Magnet. And I honestly feel like she should have just left JT alone about that Nicki track. If JT got on Nicki's song, she got on Nicki's song. You mad because she didn't want to backdoor Nicki at the time? That's crazy. I honestly think that's what all this is about. It's because, bitch, now you got around Nicki. You don't want to be my friend no more. Or you don't want to hang around me no more. This, that, and the third. And it's like, maybe it's because JT learned what really happened with Nicki Minaj, like everybody else is learning. And she probably like, no, that bitch weird. I don't want to be around her. Especially after Nicki gave JT one of her biggest hits. So, just think about all that information.